why that is significant to what you guys want to accomplish?
I think it's very important to point out that the communication that we have amongst each other is that it could be anybody's night. We just have to stay steady. And we have a great diet of plays that we want to run, that work. We have guys that want to make plays, and when you put the ball in their hands and they're able to do that, then we're pretty successful. And obviously, I'm looking at Al's shot attempts. He's 4 for 19. It's not very often you see Al shoot 19 shots, but that was just part of the aggression and managing the game. He had to shoot those, being very aggressive. But I knew that there was going to be a spark off the bench tonight that was much needed. They were throwing multiple bodies at me, making sure that the ball was out of my hands and making other guys beat us. And that person was Gordon Hayward. This is his city. This is where he's from, and I'm glad that he had a chance to put on a performance like that in the closeout game that really means something to him. And but as a group, I felt like we really battled with the Pacers very well. They did a great job of putting us in some situations where it tested us. Down by 10, down by 14 at one point. Up in the beginning in the first quarter like we always have, and them just coming back and making runs. And we have just had a lot of great experience plays that really are going to matter as we continue to go on this playoff run. So I'm just happy that a lot of guys on this team got to experience what a sweep feels like, and now we get to rest for a few days and lock into the winner of Milwaukee-Detroit. So.
John Corrales, MassLive.com. Obviously, nobody can make up for Marcus Smart, but Terry Rozier's giving you guys some good defensive minutes. What did you see from Terry out there in this series?
He's just coming and just being very mature about what he's doing with his minutes, picking up the basketball, being very communicative on middle pick and rolls, being in the right spots, and then more importantly, just taking the shots when they're coming to him, in rhythm, knocking down big timely shots. When bigs are switching on him, making great decisions, and just doing the things what it takes to win a tough ball game. He showed that.
Kyrie, Rebecca at TNT, 2 questions for you, but you're talking about how great it was to have such a deep bench tonight. But when you specifically look at the physicality that it requires to make a deep run in these playoffs, how much does that help that you've got a lot of guys who can back you up?
It definitely helps. It puts an even higher level of confidence in myself to go out there and do what I do, but also when I'm making plays and I'm being very aggressive and getting to the rim, I know that they're going to follow right along with that. And it starts on, obviously on the defensive end for us, picking up the basketball, making sure we're in the right spots, making sure we're communicating on both sides, and then offensively just taking great shots. Just doing that more consistently. But I think that for us, it's just the maturity down the stretch, being able to trust one another with the pass, being able to make plays and trust that the other guy's going to see you if you're open. But if not, then the next play needs to be made on a rebound or a tip-in or something like that. So it's just the next play mentality, which has helped us.